What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Today we're going to look at charts. Today we're going to look at altcoins because this channel for this season, for this cycle, is low cap centric. Okay, so altcoin centric. We're going to look at Sinverse, Rio, Nakamoto Games, Gfal, Fab Welt, IMGNAI. We're going to look at Kompete as well, and we're probably also going to look at Veracity and my biggest bet, which is, drum roll please, I forget the name, that's why I said drum roll please. It is my biggest bet, Trias. I don't know why I didn't hit that nail on the head, but Trias, which is my biggest bet. Charts are looking real green. You guys should start being in the money, if not now, then very, very soon, and it's only gonna get better from here. We are definitely in buy the dip territory, so I'll give you my thoughts throughout the duration of this video. So without further ado, let's do this. Let's start on one that I've been thinking about putting money in, but I have to do more research on because I like the fact that it is basically a laggard. We'll start with two laggards, all right? One that I'm not in, called Tectum, all right? And look at where we are. We are just at this point. This is maybe, if the market does continue to move up from here, this is probably the floor, all right? And we're pretty close to the floor. Let's see, in the last couple of days we've been going down, but not too much. We're kind of hugging this $4.30 range. Could be a good area of opportunity, but I have to do my homework on Tectum. I know it does have a buzz. I remember when it first came out, there was a big buzz all over crypto Twitter. I'm like, let me watch it, because I know usually, and not always, usually when things come out, they do drop down. And so I've just been waiting, and I think maybe now, if I do decide to accumulate, it might be the time to do it. It might be a great time if I believe in the project, but I have to do some research and look at it a little bit more. All right, so this Tectum. Here's another laggard, one that I am in so far, and I am kind of waiting to see what happens here. Okay, do we hug this line right here? This is Kompete, all right? This is a gaming project. Previous one, Tectum, is a L1, layer 1, and I don't have too many layer 1s in my portfolio. So Tectum might be a good strategic play for me. All right, so anyways, I do have a gaming portfolio. This is one of them. I recently put money in it here. I'm waiting for it to see, maybe does it come back down here. I'm thinking it does, but I mean, the way this market is, the way that it's moving, maybe it only comes down like halfway, before coming back up, building a little base and coming back up, or maybe it's just a fake out right here and it comes back up this way. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna take my chances. I already have basically 2/3 of what I want to put in for now in. And so I can wait and see. Maybe it comes back down here, lower my average buy-in price, and then see what happens after that. I think this project is pretty good. Kompete. If you haven't seen it, take a look. Take notes, guys. Take notes. I pick winners. Sinverse, fully packed bag. Let's see. Where is it? Right here. Okay, cool. Average buy 25. When I saw it down here, okay, I've been watching it for a while. I've been watching it since the last bull run, basically when it came out. And here you go, it comes out, and look what happens, right? You have to be very, 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 very patient. This took how long? How long did it take to do that from when it came out? About around here. 506 days, over a year of just being patient, just watching and watching. And then you're like, oh, okay. Once it was here, I was like, I'm going to take a chance. And this first little one went up. I was like, oh, I was smart, right? Buying, and then came back down. So I'm like, either way, it really didn't go too much below my buying price. I'm like, this is one of the ones where I didn't use dollar cost average. I actually put it in within like the first 3 days. So of me when I started to initially buy, I think something like that. I did it relatively quick, and then I'm just gonna hold and wait, because after reviewing the project again, I'm like, do I still like it? Does everything look good? Does it look better? And I just came away bullish. I'm like, you know what? I don't know. Something told me to just go in, get my target amount in as quickly as you can. These are pretty good levels. If it goes lower, so be it. And it hasn't. Look what it has done now. It's a nice little move up, right? 25.0025 to right now where it is 0.0036. That's like around what, 50% more or less. I'm up on this project Synverse. Interesting play, Gameverse, Metaverse Gameverse, gaming play as well. This thing could go really high. Obviously, all these plays 100x potential, guys. All right, Synverse. What could happen right here? Depends on what the rest of the market does, but if we look back at history, maybe it does something like that. Boom, and maybe it doesn't come back down like this. Maybe these are the lows. The lows are in, and we do something like this. Maybe we oscillate up here, the higher half of this, or maybe the lower half for a little while before going up to the higher half of this channel right here, 0.0054. Although right now, guys, still not a bad buy-in price. Do your homework, check it out. Synverse. It's an interesting project, good community too. People are really bullish on it. Within the community, just they need more marketing to get it out to the masses. But it's like a Grand Theft Auto type thing. So I mean that has a certain appeal to I think a large population of people. Okay, next one, Rio. Rio's looking nice. My average buy right here. Actually, I bought a little bit more down here, so my average buy should be slightly lower. But I mean that's still a pretty good average buy, 13 cents, and right now it's at 22 cents, guys, and it looks like we are up against this ascending channel. Do we come back up on this channel and keep going up like we have before? Right here, right here, right here. Right, we lost it for a little while, but here we are back. So it's a possibility. And then there's this descending line. So I mean, there's a little triangle right here where maybe we could be playing and seeing what happens, maybe lose it, and then come back up again. But still, that's we're talking about like 28, 30 cents here, and it's at 22 right now. This is a real world asset play, all right? Relio, it's on every list too. And something interesting recently, if you buy it on the BSC chain, or if you have Relio on another chain, you can go to their website, app.relio.fund, and then you can set up a wallet there, and you can convert it if you don't have it on the BSC chain. Why do you want it on the BSC chain? Because they're essentially just for holding it on the BSC chain, you're going to get about 6.7% a year, something like that, something around that number, just for holding it there. You don't even have to stake it. You just hold it there. I have it in my MetaMask wallet. I did the whole thing last weekend. If you don't know what you're doing, it can be slightly tricky. All right. But if you just go nice and slow, and you can talk in the, they have a Discord. You can talk in the Discord. They can probably help you there. Open up a ticket, and they can probably help guide you there. Or you can go look on Twitter. There's a guy named Oculus that gives also information. Oculus, I think that's how you say it. This guy, Oculus, OCULUS. And you can go there, and this guy will give you an idea of how to do it, how to transfer it from one chain to another. Slightly tricky, but not really. You just have to go slow. And again, why not? It's free money just for holding it in your MetaMask. That's what I did. It was in OKX, and I did it. It took me about like an hour or something like that. Yeah, I did that, and now I guess rewards started happening since yesterday. I have to go back and check and see, but not bad earnings, a little over 6% a year on that just for holding, waiting for the next bull run. That just increases my bag, and I have a relatively nice bag of this stuff. It's one of my higher conviction plays, but let's see what happens. Let's see if we can break through here, or we come back down. I think maybe Bitcoin might be done pumping for now, and maybe we are going to be in a period of consolidation, a little sideways action, probably little drops. We are definitely in buy the dip territory, by the way. All right, so Relio, so that's an interesting one. Remember, BSC, if you can hold it in BSC, you're getting a little over 6% a year. Here's a killer right here, and this one I'm a big fan of, and you can see why. Look at this beautiful chart. Boom, boom, boom. Look at the last few days. My average buy is slightly over this now because I did buy a little bit more right here. I think right here. So it's probably around like 42 cents or something like that now. And I should have put more in, but I was like, oh, let me wait for a retrace. I bought here. Let me wait for a retrace to come back down. I bought I looked at this. Let me wait for a retrace to come back down. Let me wait for a retrace to come back down. But the retraces are super small, so you have to be okay with doing that. And if you did buy the retraces, you'd be happy. You'd be happy. And I did, but I didn't put in as much as I could have, and I should have. But hey, can't cry over spilled milk. At least you're in the game, right? Look at this last few days, and this is on a collision course with $1. We're going to see what happens with $1. $1 is going to be a psychological level, and it could be that we bump our heads there and maybe consolidate for a little bit. If we consolidate and we drop down, I am going to put in some more. Why not? Because at this point, why not? I am in healthy profits as you can see by my average buy-in price, right? Basically doubled what I have put in. And that's good. You're starting to see some green, and we're just getting warmed up. So with that, that's why I'm like, okay. And I believe in the project. This project is gonna kill it. This project is gonna kill it. At least 100x. Right? Yeah, you heard it here first. Well, maybe you haven't, because it's already getting a lot of buzz now. But Nakamoto Games, if it's not on your radar, it should be on your radar. Another gaming play. Gfal, games for a living. Horrible tokenomics, but I did buy here. I put in basically my whole bag here, and right now that risky play, right? Because I'm like, oh man, but I'm learning from Nakamoto Games, right? And then you got to play it depending on how the rest of the board looks, right? If we're in kind of like a bullish scenario, then yeah, you can be a little bit more aggressive, right? If we were in a bearish scenario, then you should be more patient and wait to see what happens, because then it probably could drop depending on what the rest of the market does. Okay, so we are in a bullish scenario. I got lucky putting in basically all my buys in this zone right here and here, and now I am in profits and games for a living. I think this is going to be a good one too. This one has a lot of buzz. Just the tokenomics suck, but still, that doesn't mean it can't give you a 50x, and it could probably give you a 50x, 50 to 80x. This bad boy right here. All right, and this is an example of one chart of a new token that, instead of doing what TET did, coming out and then dropping like most of them do, Gfal has been steadily going up basically since inception. So that should tell you something. It looks like a strong project, guys. And look at these last couple of days, looking good with the rest of the market. Gfal, Fab Welt, talked about it yesterday, right? This, I'm like, I'll take a chance, lower my buying average 0.0087, bought it at like 0.006 something, right? Closer to the bottom of this wick, thinking that maybe it could do something like it did in past history, go down, spend the next couple of days just coming back up and into this area, which so far it looks like history is repeating, right? Something like it. Let's see what happens. Do we go back in this area? I could buy more right now and lower my cost average, but my bags are filled already, and I'm being patient with the capital that I have left. Although this is great, actually. Underneath this ascending line, this is actually a great buying price. Fab Welt, BSC scan. On Binance Smart Chain. Gaming play. Gaming is gonna do really well, guys. All right, and it's kind of a laggard, right? It's kind of a laggard, but maybe it because it's a low cap. It's low cap, so the money funnels from top down, right? So the low caps will get their pump pretty much last, but they will get their pump, and those pumps are gonna be epic. All right, so that's Fab Welt. Maybe that could also be considered a laggard. Imgnai. No one really talks about this one. Just think of it like Midjourney, okay? But the crypto version. Where are you, buddy? Imgnai. I got a small bag. I had a bigger bag before, but I made profits on it, so I sold because I just wasn't sure. And this is one of the ones where it's very volatile. And every time that I sell, I'm like, So last time I sold, I did sell here, and then I spent all this time waiting, and I bought back in here, which is relatively smart because now we are here. I had more capital earmarked for it, but I'm like, you know what? Let me cut that in half just because. And so I did. And so I only put the half that I had earmarked in, and maybe that was a bad move because look at this move. Right, let's see what happens here, because maybe it could be a double top and we come back down. But again, we got to play it according to how the rest of the market is looking. So it could be that maybe we consolidate here. We don't go back all the way down here like this did, right? We don't spend, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks just kind of going sideways and then slowly going down. Maybe we consolidate here at 0.026 cents. Right now it's at 0.032. Maybe wait for a little consolidation here before it starts pumping back up. at this chart since inception. I mean, it's not bad, sideways, but it's very volatile, and I think it can do really well in the community. A lot of people are using this, and this is also could also be considered a Telegram bot. All right, so it's in that category as well. If you don't have any exposure to Telegram bots, IMGNAI might be one to look at. Look at this. We're damn near close to all-time highs, guys, right? And this thing is just going to explode after that. It's going to go into price discovery. So we're definitely one to look at. That's very nice. That's very nice from here. Very nice from here. I am in definite profits here. I wish I would have put in more. But we're always going to be like that. Let's see. What else? Another one. Okay, I think that's it. That's all of them that I want to look at. Okay, let's do a couple of bonuses. My highest conviction play. I did spend time buying the rest of my bags around here just because I'm like, all right, looks like opportunity. Let me buy the rest of my bags here. But I mean, I have a really good buying price right here. So here, I guess here as well. No, here and here, I guess, right? 288. That's my average buy. I got a nice bag of this. This is one of my bigger holdings. Probably my biggest holding. My biggest holding is VeChain, but that's old money that I had from like last cycle, and I spent and I sold most of it, and it was such a huge bag that I still have the little that's left over is still bigger than all of the close. No, actually, this one is actually now bigger than that one, but I mean still. Of new money, this is my biggest play, Trias. If you don't know about Trias, you really got to check it out. It'll make you really bullish. And look at how beautiful this chart is, right? It's not huge pumps, but it's just like stair-stepping, going up this channel. We lost a little bit, but this looks like consolidation, basically, right? Consolidation in this channel right here between 384 and down low is 250, but maybe we are no longer in the lower half of this right here. Maybe we are now in the higher half of this between 384 and 332. For it to consolidate a little bit more before it pumps again, boom. And I think the next area where it wants to go is probably $6.23, which is right now 357, 6, almost 7, almost half, almost doubling, right? If you pick up right around here, dollar cost average, then this thing I think can go honestly I think it can go up to $1,000 per Trias. And I know some people think that's too much. I've seen only $100, $200, $500. I think it can go to $1,000. Just go see what it tries to do. And then my other one of my bigger ones as well, Veracity. Yeah, it's an old coin, but it checks off like Trias a lot of different boxes for a lot of different narratives. One of them being artificial intelligence, and another one being gaming. Okay, my average buy, and I think we are trying to get back into this ascending channel, right, where we first started in December 2022. Boom, pump, and we came back, lost it, boom. So maybe we get back here, pump up again. I think you could hit $1. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of crazy considering it's at 0.005, but I think it can hit $1. And if not, it can come damn close, and that would make a good chunk of change for me. So there it is, Veracity, another one looking pretty good, guys. Things are pumping. I didn't even look at Bitcoin. Tomorrow we'll look at Bitcoin, but I wanted to focus on the altcoins because that's where you make most of your money. If you haven't already amassed a fortune, the altcoins is where it's at, is where you can make your 100x gains, your 1000x gains. Bitcoin won't do that for you. Like I said yesterday, Bitcoin is more preservation of capital. Obviously, it'll grow your capital compared to other investments, right? Other asset classes. Nothing is better than crypto, in my opinion. Crypto will make you life-changing money. But if you don't have, the millions of dollars, then you start in the altcoins. Well, altcoins, yeah. But first you got to educate yourself. You got to educate yourself and get used to crypto. Get used to the market. Don't throw it all in altcoins because you'll probably lose it all if you don't know what you're doing. It's very, 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 very risky. But the rewards are there if you know what you're doing, guys. And so I just showed you some good crypto, some good charts, some things that are moving. Crypto is looking very strong. Very, very, very strong. Maybe we don't get what is it called? An ETF this year. Or maybe we do. But that not knowing is exciting. It's exciting, and it's going to cause people to be like, oh man, look at it's moved already. Let me start putting money in. So maybe we start slowly going up, or maybe, like I said, we just kind of move sideways right now. And if we do move sideways, then thank your lucky stars. I would be accumulating if I haven't done already. Most of my bags are already packed, so now I'm just really judicious. Wow, I can't say that word. I'm just being very, very cautious, just kind of putting in money here and there, looking for laggards, and then just kind of figuring out my game plan now with the money that I have left over. And I have a good chunk of money left over, but I have a good chunk already invested. So I'm in a good position, a very good position. And I hope you guys are too. If not, you have time. You have time. You have the rest of this year at least, and into next year as well, before the halving. But I would definitely start doing my homework and really start DCAing in now. Remember, DCA is a good strategy, guys. Regardless of what other people say, low cap gems are to me are where it's at. You can make a killing, right? And again, I just showed you a bunch of really good projects, and you've seen their charts. They look really good. All right, cool. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Greatly, that really helps, and I really appreciate it. I want to grow this channel. All right, we're gonna leave it there. Thank you, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.